Morning. Hey Jordan. How are you, brother? Good, mate. Good. We are just waking up. Waking up and working. Australia? No, I am in Indonesia. We are currently just planning a system for MMA fighters, taking all of my methodologies and moving it into more, taking ancestral training methodologies and moving it into mainstream MMA. So this is it. When you become obsessed with something, then when you wake up, it's the first thing you do. Yes, I've been awake for like 20 minutes. I've had a coffee, necked a little bit of water, set you guys up over here, and now I'm moving into this. Any of you watch UFC, MMA, boxing, Thai boxing? What are we into? Let's see if we can get a bit more light. Yes, Jordan. What do you watch, mate? What's your thing? That's a bit better, isn't it? Shed some light on the situation. That's a bit bright. Yeah, it looks greasy. Well, I don't think anybody really cares apart from you, Trent. Just for your information, though, we are now in the 21st century, and mobile phones allow you a character count a lot longer than they used to 20 years ago. So you don't have to put you are anymore. We can do the full YOUR. I got you. I'm here for your benefit. Okay. Next time, cleanse defense, tight shot, upper body tattoos, orbits your head smoothly. You should take a beating in the cage. Halo unglues the thoracic spine and bulletproofs the shoulder girdle. Keeping it tight. I have one hand. Problem in my shoulders. Can you be a little bit more specific on that, bro? Like, are you trying to say that, like, you've got an arm shorter than the other arm, or like, what's the actual? Because I can't make your arm grow longer. I can definitely help you with your shoulders. That's literally what I spend my time doing. But yeah, be more specific. I can fix him. Lucky Luke, you're a specialist in arm length growth. Come on, Luke, let's get the diagnosis out. I want to see how we're fixing this. That light is so fucking bright. I'm going to turn this down. Depressed. Okay. So my next question, bro, is that a birth? Is that like a birth thing, or is that something that you developed over time? Why you mess up your face like that, my man? See, that is a matter of perspective, Luke, and this is why. This is a good point. Hello, Lee. So, your perspective, based upon your experiences, based upon the life that you've lived and the education that you've had. All right, this isn't an insult. This is just how it is. Comes to the conclusion, okay, that I messed up my face, whereas I've never felt more free. So if this makes me feel the way that I want to feel, why does that affect you? Cry for attention. It's the only thing that makes sense. Again, it's education. What's the word? It's a yeah, my first face tattoo was quite literally to say that I'll never work for corporate ever again. Then I realized once I'd had my face tattooed, nothing else cured the itch. Like, nothing else cured the itch. Like, if any of you have got any tattoos, okay, you'll know. If you don't believe in Jesus, no, I don't believe in Jesus, so you can leave. I wouldn't say doomed or... Yeah, that's a fact, don't you? That's a fact. England, Sheffield. From Manchester, me, Chris. Jesus is the only way. That's not true. You didn't answer me. Did you ask any question for me? Yusuf, I would start focusing on unlocking, number one, unlocking your thoracic spine. So the planes of motion in which you're working, I would start working with unilateral. So don't do anything that's too compound. So if, let's say, for example, you're a guy who goes to the gym and you do lat pull downs, all right, stop doing lat pull downs with a bar and start just separating the cables. So that when you're pulling down, you're only activating one side of your body as we're pulling down, yeah? And then move on to the opposite side. Because then you can, and always start with the bit that's compressed, yeah? Because let's say, for example, I've got scoliosis, so I've got a curve in my spine. And so for me to off-put that, I need to work just isolating each side of my body, and then at the very end, putting all that together. That way you're only ever working to the capability of your weakest side. But for decompression, mate, pick up a garter, pick up a mace, get some halos going on, start using more unconventional training methodologies so that your body learns to operate as a unit rather than like bodybuilding. Bodybuilding is just health. Like, bodybuilding is just not great. You're just gonna end up stiff as shit. That's not what we do here. So, also, guys, you guys out there, you YouTube commenters at whatever time it is for you, rather than can I ask you a question, just ask the question. Why the face tattoos? Really? Also, let's just touch on the face tattoos very briefly. And again, not an insult, but just to you, this might be, what's the word? I don't know. You know, like people who kind of are born in one town, they grow up in that one town. They don't leave that one town. They get a job in that one town. Thank you, Steve. And they never explore the rest of the world, apart from on the internet. They tend to have really, really, really strong opinions. And it actually usually stands in as fear because it's easier to hate something with a closed mind. Exactly. It's easier to hate something with a closed mind than it is to actually accept it for what it is, realize it doesn't impact you or your life, and move the fuck on. So, if, for example, people are forever focused on what somebody else is doing, the news, celebrities, media, all of these things, it's a very good indication that they're not happy in their own life. Yeah, no, no, I don't think you would. Cute though. But yeah, like for example, it's seeing through the mask as well, you know. Um, yeah, I appreciate the invite, Yusuf. Appreciate the invite. Yeah, it blows my mind. It's quite upsetting, really. You know, and can be limited to job opportunities. See, that's again not trying to be insulting towards you, but it's just a fact. That's a very small mindset, a very, very, very small mindset. If so I got my face tattooed so that I could never be employed by a corporate company ever again. All right. Now times have changed. It's not full of just old rich men running the world anymore. So firstly, let's say I did want to work for corporate. Even the advert for IKEA in the United Kingdom has an 80-year-old woman with facial tattoos on a billboard on the advert saying, "We will literally employ anybody, no matter what you look like." We're not in the 80s anymore. We're not in the 60s anymore. The suit is dead. It's gone. And plus, if I work for myself, why would I worry about getting a job? I don't want to work for somebody else. Why do I want to spend my life making somebody else money? Why do I want to spend my existence, my short time on this planet, working towards somebody else's goals? Absolutely, categorically not. Like, no. See, that's not true either because I live in Asia. I literally live in Asia. I'm talking to you from Asia right now. So tell me what the problem is in Asia because I don't have a problem here either. Um, Man, make a good bouncer at a fish and chip shop. Luke, are you okay, bro? Like, honestly, I would probably go to the link in my bio on Instagram. I would definitely sign up to one of my courses, which helps you with all these insecurities, which makes you feel the need to go on the internet and just talk shit because that's going to have to change. Because anyone with a brain cell can see that that's just an insecurity in your own life, you know? Luke's not okay. But we can help, bro. We can help. Don't you worry about that. Hey David, how are you, mate? Shouldn't be about tattoos, disability, the personas, attributes, what they bring to the company. Yeah, and again, completely depends, mate. Do you know what I mean? Do you know Elon Musk actually said something really, really cool years ago? Years ago. And I don't care whether you like him or not. We're not going into a political debate. It's just literally what somebody said. So, when he said, "I never went to Harvard, but everybody that works for me did," that got me, you know? Like everybody who works for me went to Harvard, but I never did that. And if you've got this mindset where you've been brought up in the same house with people that have struggled all their life working the same jobs, don't you think it's your responsibility to try and break that curse, try and break that generational curse and do something a bit different rather than going getting a 9 to 5 the same as everybody else? You know, right from a very young age, you're completely conditioned to You know, in school, it's obey or fail. As an adult, it's obey or jail. Religion, obey or hell. Everything has got you obeying, obeying, obeying. And I'd say 90% of the people who have this insecurity about them also got vaccinated. Oh, just gonna let that one. Just gonna let that one sit. Tell me I'm wrong, please. Tell me I'm wrong. Okay, fights are won in the clinch. The gorilla row forces you to stabilize in a wide stance, just like wrestling, while developing the pulling power to control your opponent's posture. Bottom up press, the alignment, wrist stability prevents breaks when punching. True grip strength. This is the money shot. You can't stabilize the bell bottom, your punch is leaking energy. This teaches perfect wrist alignment and grip strength. Focus drift to stay present. Interesting. Is there any way you could sing? No, there is no way that that's going to happen. No. No. Wow. How would I sing? Like, oh, somebody else thinks they're coming in with an original comment. Is that a bathroom? Diesel Dave, is that a bathroom mirror shot? Oh, let me see this. They're all the fucking same. Oh, Dave, bless your little fucking soul, bro. Bless your soul. Is that a head tilt with it as well? Is that a head tilt in the bathroom mirror? Oh, fuck off. Ah, that's fucking funny. Is that a toilet at Starbucks? Or, because it's definitely not your house. You ain't got a mirror that big, have you? Why the fuck would a grown man do that to... Shut up, Dave. Go and sort yourself out, mate. Move out your mum's basement. Stop eating fucking Doritos. You'll be fine. Disrespectful. Oh, that's just how people are, mate. Don't worry about that, Steve. This have tattoo things did not look good for me. Okay, look, see, that's a kind of comment that I can respect. They say it to me. Ah, it's alright, Emma, we don't worry about it. But like, look, the rock shaman, this have tattoo things did not look good to me. Okay, that is an opinion. That is perfectly acceptable, yeah? When somebody says, hey, do you know, you do you, I just don't like that. It's like, I won't date somebody who goes out drinking on a weekend because I don't drink. Okay, so I don't touch alcohol, so I won't go out drinking on a weekend. So if I meet somebody, it's not like, hey, look, you're the devil, why are you doing that? Stop doing that. It's like, hey, you go do that. However, I don't want to be a part of it. So it just blows my mind. Cool. Scared of needles. It's not that bad, Steve. It's not that bad. Message retracted. Message retracted. Oof, over it yesterday. Look at this. That's literally like 1 day of overeating. This can all come back. But if we sit like this, still look shredded. Right, okay. Naming the system. The Ancestral arc protocol, circular movements of the Garda Capoeira, the hook punch, it implies non-linear movement, technical, geometric, and ancient bioprimal dynamics. Science, doctors, coaches, primal appeals to the fighter's instinct. The root and flow, your stance, Wing Chun, karate, flow is the transition, parkour, capoeira, philosophical, sunny aesthetic band. Oh, sounds like a secret weapon, a class plan. Combat mobility. Antonio, you look like you fell asleep on the mirror. Right, let's brain. Let's work. I look like a nutter. Okay, let's just go back to that comment, shall we? Let's just unpack your education. You look like you fell asleep on the mirror. Okay, what was on the mirror? Just, if you're going to talk shit, make it make sense, please. Just make it make sense. Don't come in here with a lack of education and a fucking closed mind and start typing the first thing that comes to this little brain of yours, because it just doesn't add up, mate. I don't mind shit talk. You can easily come over with this, but we're not going to spend the whole thing fucking repeating the same shit. And you probably think you're original as well. But if you just scroll through the comments, we've had this conversation like 6 times. The Mirror is a daily paper. Okay, yeah. So you're like, what, 60, 65? Are you living the life I want to live? This is a good question when you're talking to people. You know, are you living the life? Like, when you, you're talking about the Mirror, the daily paper, okay? Yeah. When I walk outside to a tropical fucking climate. First thing in the morning, the birds are tweeting, my frogs, I've got my lizards. There was a huge snake over here the other day. You know, we got the wolf. I've got fucking rice fields for days running down. Look at this. Look at this. Oh. Oh. And you think, you sat at home in England talking about a fucking newspaper is going to have any kind of an effect here. So guys, today's lesson is never, ever, ever, ever value the opinion of somebody who is not living a life that you want to live. Ever. Like, ever. Crazy people, man. Crazy. Are you ex-military? I am, yeah. Sandbanks. Where's Sandbanks? Why does that sound familiar to me? Aims for the poor. You're either a charity or what do you do? Apart from talk shit on the internet. Do you know how many people I used to pool? Yeah, I know pool. I've worked in pool. Okay, yeah. As again, we're still not making any sense. And we still can't spell your with a Y or U-R. What is this generational thing? Can somebody explain this to me? Why people are still spelling your with a U and an R? As a grown fucking adult. It... Sandbanks is in pool. Okay, yeah, I know pool. One of the richest per square foot in the world, and yeah, Sandbanks. Yeah, I bet your energy bills are ridiculously high, aren't they? Oh. Yeah, I can imagine, bro, yeah. See, that's it as well, you know, it's like, what do you want from your life? It's like, it's not about being rich. It's not about, like, how much money do you have in the bank. It's about, are you living the existence that you want to live? Are you doing the things that make you happy? Are you doing the things that you want to do? As well as obviously being able to support yourself. Crazy. Yeah, do it. Absolutely do it. Do it. Oh, I hate this because you're on my side here, Purple Monster Rhythm. But it's actually Y-O-U-R. Your is U-R. Yeah, Steve, that's a really good comment, mate. Some of the best people I know, some of the kindest people I know, like some of the kindest people I know are literally head to toe in tattoos. Definitely a narcissist. I mean, everyone's a narcissist. Do you want to research some basic psychology before you start running your keyboard again? Oh, I'd love to see a selfie. I would. Yeah, Bro, that's exactly what it is. I'm not running from anything, mate. Building a life. Do I need a pistol for, bro? Oh, this is hard work. You know, they say YouTube live, okay, and I'm going live on YouTube is a great way for community. And at first, oof, what a comment. I love that. You cannot be something you can observe. We can observe our thoughts, so we cannot be our thoughts. So who are we then? So there's an absolute incredible video, okay? And that is, what is it called? Who Am I? What's the guy who did the video? It's like a documentary style thing. And it's like, like I am, and they'll give you the name. And it's like, well, no. You are not your name, you are, that's a combination of letters that were given to you at birth so that people could get your attention, but that isn't actually your name. Excuse me. And so who are you? Because you're not your brain, because if you try and register yourself with your brain is the one doing the process, but you can observe your brain doing the process, therefore you are not your brain. So who are you? Yeah, I appreciate that, mate. Just being jealous or envious of what you have and achieved. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Absolutely, Steve. Absolutely. That's what I mean. And look, if somebody's out of shape, overweight, and whatever, and they're doing kind of what they should be doing to get themselves to a position where they're not like that anymore, no idea what that is. Get off. Then fair enough, but yeah. Offensive, you need. Oh, see, no, Frank. No, I've got my sense of humor, and I will be. If we take somebody responding, if you want to come onto the internet and start using your little keyboard, okay, which is probably on your phone, and you expect somebody to just stand by. In fact, I used to invite people to the gym because, like Mike Tyson said, like everybody has got a plan till they get punched in the face. So I used to invite people to the gym. I used to say, bring a mouth guard down, come down Wednesday night. We'll go for a burger afterwards. Once we've settled it. But it's not. It's just keyboards. So of course it's, yeah, crazy. Just literally blows my mind. Blows my mind. Okie dokie. Right, let's go. Unlock. Oh, get out thoracic whips. Step continuously without crossing feet, open the hips. Essential before hitting things. Wrist flow. Hey! Get up, fighting. Fucking, you can't even see. Fucking dogs on the bed. UK has changed. Yeah, to be honest with you though, Antonio, I've got boys out here from the UK, still got boys in London, still got boys in Manchester, still got boys in Liverpool. I know how it runs, mate, but at the end of the day, like, if that's the first thing that comes to somebody's mind, then it's not really a fucking... Yeah, when I grew up, mate, we used to... If we ended up scrapping, we'd end up scrapping, and then we'd just put it to rest afterwards, mate. Now everyone's just like thinking they're a bad man, running around with weapons all the time, and it's like, look, unless you're trying to defend your family against somebody with a weapon, like, what are you doing? It's just unnecessary. It's literally unnecessary. People fast. Yeah, well done, Steve. That's good, mate. I hate that I'm stuck 3 years waiting on a secondary replacement. I can't exercise how I want due to a lack of exercise. Yeah, look, but you're doing the right thing. Like at the end of the day, if you're still eating well, but you're in a position where you cannot train, like what else can you do? Like you're doing all the things that you can currently do, so don't beat yourself up on that one. So we will. I'm too old to fight you. Ah, dude. Um, I could, but it's easier for you. It's knives or nothing. It's fucking ridiculous. No, I don't support football. I don't like football. I could, mate, but the easiest thing for you to do is just jump on, just go and watch some of my shorts, or go to my Instagram. Actually, exactly the same name as my YouTube. Just go to my Instagram. You'll see who I am and what I do on there, mate. Save me just randomly explaining it when people are coming in and out. Yeah. Ducky's spelling 4 with the number 4. Little things, thank you. Why are the comments so negative? Oh, Stephen, bro, it's called Insecure Men. welcome to the show. Yeah, Judge away, kid. Judge away. Judge away. Let's go. Let's go. It took a long time to get chill, Antonio. It took a long time, mate. It took a long time. Vile comments. Oh no, these aren't vile. These are honestly, genuinely. When I see, don't want to be judged. Get off the internet, Tony. What a terrible mindset, mate. Everyone must be so proud of you. Yeah, and again, this is quite funny. Focus on first, no nonsense. The first thing that you want to focus on, mate, is your diet. 100% diet. Your diet and your water intake. That is it. Do you know how much you've spent overall on your art? No, not a clue. Not a clue. To be honest with you, I get a lot of things on collaboration, especially through Instagram. So, like tomorrow or the day after, we're booked in for another collaboration. Everything goes, no rules. Yeah, at least you feel seen, Tony. At least you feel seen. Kevin, I'm not going to take that advice. Thank you, but I'm going to take it. Clothes, man, it just funny. Actually, fucking funny. I love starting my days like this. It actually makes me feel really good about my life, like really good about my own existence. So thank you, genuinely, thank you. Yeah, good, bro. How are you? Alan Watts, my favorite philosopher. Genuinely favorite philosopher. Let's just have David from Poland. Hello, mate. How are you? Accent Aussie. No, Manchester, England, mate. Do I like poetry? I actually fucking love poetry. Yeah, I love poetry, spoken word especially. All right, okay. Let's just. Yeah, let's get rid of that. That's just fucking boring my face. Robert Frost. Is he the guy from Instagram with the freckles? That. That's what it is. Let me have a look. Oh no. Definitely not. Let me have a look. American poet. but known for his realistic depictions of rural life and his command of American colloquial speech. Frost frequently wrote about settings from a rural life in New England in the early 20th century, using them to examine complex social and philosophical themes. Interesting. I will actually check that out, mate. Thank you. In fact, let's read one of his poems. Okay, we ready? Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both, and be one traveller. Long I stood and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other, as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for the passing there, had worn them really about the same. Oh, interesting what he's... Okay. That's actually equally lay steps and trodden back. First run of the day, yet knowing how way leads on to live. I doubted I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less travelled by, and that has made all the difference. Okay, I understand. Frank, I've explained multiple times, mate, to save me just going over my life. Just literally click off the video, go to the bio, it'll tell you everything you need to know. What time are we on? 43. Alright guys, that's 40 minutes. So every single one of you in here who came in with your negativity, thank you. I appreciate you. Everyone who came in here with your positivity, thank you. I appreciate you. I am going to the gym because it is now 6:45 in the morning and I need to get shit done. So have a wonderful day and I will see you soon.